The doll is kept chained into the box to avoid curious prying hands and eyes.
Yeah!
At one point during the ceremony, some people saw quite an unwelcome guest passing by Westminster Abbey, the Grim Reaper.
Ever since you were a little kid, you've probably heard scary stories that gave you the creeps and made you scared to turn off the lights at night. Well, get ready to relive that feeling, because today we're diving into some of the creepiest, most disturbing footage ever caught on camera. From actual footage of cryptids that roam our forests and mountains to unexplained occurrences and hauntings, there's no doubt that some footage leaves us with more questions than answers. The world is a strange place, but throughout the history books, we've only had second-hand stories and legends to rely on to make us tremble. Now, with the power of technology, we can see the terror with our own eyes. So get ready to be spooked, because these bizarre videos are horrifying, haunting, and very real. Now let's dive into the deepest hidden secrets of our world and explore eerie footage that will give you chills. Cardiff Castle Cryptid. This is a weird one. Let's travel to Cardiff Castle in Wales, where a couple captured strange footage in the castle's underground tunnels. As they were walking through the eerie, dimly lit tunnels, they were listening to Neville Chamberlain's declaration of war speech from World War II. But things took a spooky turn when they noticed something moving in the distance. It appeared to be a woman in a gray and white dress, but her face was completely featureless. She appeared to be looking at them, but quickly turned away and vanished into thin air. They searched the end of the corridor, but found no one there. In the video, the strange and bizarre figure is undoubtedly enough to make anyone do a second take. This is eerily unnatural, and there's something off about the way the figure is moving. Add that to the fact that its face seems to be completely blank, and you have a truly unsettling sight. Some believe it could be a ghost, while others think it might be a cryptid lurking in the tunnels. Whatever it is, it's a chilling experience that will make you question what's real and what's not. While most of us are lucky enough not to be in a haunted castle like this one, you just might not be safe even in your own home. Ghost Bike. Let's take a trip down the Shambles, a historic street in York that is known for its paranormal activity. The street features medieval buildings, and many believe that ghosts still roam its cobblestone paths. A recent CCTV footage captured a strange event on the street. A bike was seen cycling itself down the street, seemingly controlled by an invisible force. The bike emerges from a side street and moves slowly and unsteadily down the road before tipping over and falling to the ground. There is no one around to explain this strange occurrence, leaving many to believe that it was indeed a ghostly encounter. Some say that it could be the spirit of a former resident of one of the ancient buildings, while others think it could be a poltergeist playing tricks on the living. While some more skeptical viewers have claimed that it's possible the footage has been cleverly edited or modified, many are left to confront the seeming fact that the footage itself is entirely authentic. After all, editing ghosts isn't exactly a market skill. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, this footage is sure to make you question the unknown forces that may be lurking in our world, and eerie enough to keep you up at night. Seeing a haunted bike coming down the street at you would be a rather frightening experience. Argentina Ghost.
Locals believe the building is haunted. One local said, "Some lost souls from the cemetery."
Let's take a look at one of the most disturbing experiences captured on film. A man in Argentina recorded his sister as she sang a tune, but they never expected to see what appeared in the footage. As she was singing, a figure was seen emerging from her side and passing behind her. This chilling presence is unmistakable, and it's clear that something strange is going on. The siblings claim they didn't see anything unusual at the time, and it wasn't until they watched the footage back that they noticed the terrifying figure. The property is located near a graveyard, leading many to believe that the building is haunted. This footage raises so many questions. Who or what is this ghostly figure? Why did it choose to reveal itself in this moment? And most importantly, waiting to make its presence known again. The eerie and unexplained events in this video might be downright chilling, but others have a more rational explanation. With the low quality of the footage, some speculate that it could be a fake or a coincidental trick of the light. But is it really? Or is there something more sinister going on? Haunted doll.
The doll is kept chained into the box to avoid curious prying hands and eyes.
Annabelle is the most famous haunted doll in the world, but the UK has its own version in Chester's Ye Old King's Head pub. The doll, named Grace, is said to move on her own inside her locked box, as shown in CCTV footage captured by paranormal investigator Danny Moss. Visitors to the pub often feel a sense of unease and have reported seeing apparitions and shadows throughout the building. The room where Grace is kept is always locked and off limits to the public, making it even more eerie that she appears to be moving on her own. Some believe that Grace is possessed by the spirit of a little girl who died in the pub, while others think it's simply an elaborate hoax. Despite this being a very real potential, the doll itself is kept under lock and key, so it shouldn't have been able to move as it does in the footage. Not only that, but it moves in a way that seemingly defies gravity, something that couldn't just be a coincidence. With other haunting stories about this doll, such as the time it told an investigator it wanted to burn their eyes, this footage will leave you with more questions than answers, and probably having nightmares. Grim Reaper.
From the new king being annoyed by Prince William to the Grim Reaper appearing at the Abbey entrance.
The coronation of a British monarch is always a grand event, filled with tradition and history. However, the latest coronation of King Charles III took a frightening turn when a spooky figure was seen lurking in the halls of Westminster Abbey. In a viral video, the cloaked figure appears to be carrying a scythe, resembling the infamous Grim Reaper. With its ominous presence and mysterious appearances, many are now wondering if there was more to the coronation than meets the eye. Some have speculated that it could be a ghost or a cursed spirit, while others believe it could be a supernatural being summoned by the coronation itself. Others have claimed that this is none other than the Grim Reaper itself, a sign of impending doom for the new king and his reign. Whatever it may be, one thing is for sure: this eerie footage will send shivers down your spine and make you question the true nature of the coronation. Are there supernatural forces at play, or is it just a coincidence? Outlander haunting.
Ross Abbey was built in the 1200s and survived until the Reformation.
Let's travel to the filming location of the popular TV show Outlander, Culross Abbey in Fife, Scotland. While the village is known for its picturesque streets and charming atmosphere, it also has a darker side. A team of paranormal investigators captured a photograph in the Abbey's graveyard that left them gobsmacked. In the photo, a strange figure can be seen kneeling by a grave, reaching out to a loved one. According to the team, the headstone belonged to Hugh Cummings and Janet Archibald, and they believe the figure to be a ghostly mother visiting her deceased family members. This eerie image is sure to send shivers down your spine, especially if you're a fan of Outlander. It's a reminder that some places hold history and energy that are beyond our understanding, and that the veil between the living and the dead may not be as thick as we think. So if you're ever in Scotland and you visit Culross Abbey, keep an eye out for any ghostly figures in the graveyard. They just might be reaching out to you. Of course, that's not exactly a comforting thought, is it? Ghostly Abbey.
Been many times and I've not had anything. So tonight this is going to be probably my final visit. Could you come forward please if you used to work here?
Let's take a look at a local ghost hunter, Andy Pollard, who claims to have had a terrifying encounter with a spirit during his visit to Kirkstall Abbey in Leeds, England. He brought along his safe-range EMF meter and caught some of the strongest readings he'd ever seen. But that's not all he picked up on. While walking around the Abbey, he captured a chilling voice recording that said, "Get out." This is a bone-chilling experience, and it's just one of many from Andy's investigations. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, this is eerie footage that will make you think twice before venturing into an abandoned location. Who knows what spirits, ghosts, or other entities could be lurking in the shadows. So the next time you feel a chill down your spine or a sudden drop in temperature, you might want to consider heeding the warning of those who have gone before you. The freakiest part of this whole ordeal, however, was the fact that whatever entity or being was trying to make sure Andy knew that he should get out. Was it trying to warn him, or was this some sort of threat? Some keen internet commenters have claimed that it's the latter, saying that they hear a threatening tone in the recording. Glastonbury Ghost. Glastonbury Festival is home to many fun things: music, dancing, food, and camping. However, one festival goer captured something on video that was anything but fun and games. As she filmed her friends singing around a campfire at the Glastonbury Stone Circle, a strange, smoky figure can be seen billowing into the darkness in the background. The woman didn't notice it until she showed the video to her mother, who was the one to bring it to her attention. Some speculate that it could be smoke from the fire or camera glare, but others believe it could be a ghost or spirit floating through the festival grounds. The shocking thing about this ghostly figure is that while some people have pointed out it could be smoke from the fire, others have said that it simply moves too quickly to be explained by natural means. Is this a real ghostly encounter or just a trick of the mind? The only other option is that this strange figure could be some sort of lens flare or trick of the light, but it doesn't seem likely and doesn't explain the quick movement. It's just another reminder that even in the midst of a busy festival, haunting things can still happen. Not the most comforting thought. War Memorial Ghost. Let's travel to the Northam War Memorial, where a ghostly figure was captured on camera sitting on a bench next to the memorial. The footage, captured by Josh Newton and George Moore, shows a completely see-through male figure sitting calmly on the bench. According to the witnesses, the figure was clear and appeared to be a male, possibly a soldier. When they went back to investigate, the figure had vanished. This video has caused quite a stir, with some believing it to be a ghost of a fallen soldier, while others remain skeptical. But for Newton, this ghostly encounter has changed his perspective and made him a believer in the paranormal. What made this footage even more shocking was that Newton is actually a brilliant engineer and never believed in ghosts until this experience. He and his friend had just been visiting the memorial when they saw this shocking figure, and the footage has left them both spooked. It's hard to deny the eerie and unsettling feeling of watching a ghostly figure appear out of nowhere and then disappear just as mysteriously. Beyond that, the fact this figure was translucent and see-through just adds to the paranormal mystery. Dog-walking ghost. One couple found CCTV footage that left them with goosebumps. As they reviewed their security footage one day, they saw a mysterious figure appearing in their home. The figure was tall and had a perfectly round head, and it seemed to be leading their Australian Shepherd dog through the house. What makes this even stranger is the fact that the couple didn't see anything unusual in person. They concluded that it must be a ghost of a family member or a passed-away pet because their dog didn't bark at the figure. But the most bizarre thing about this video is that they haven't been able to find any logical explanation for it. Who or what was this strange figure, and where did it disappear? The couple can only speculate and hold on to their eerie footage as evidence. After posting this footage to a paranormal subreddit, the video quickly went viral, garnering mixed reactions from the online community. Some believed it was a ghost, while others dismissed it as a mere hoax. Despite this, the couple remained firm in their claim that the video was real and that they had no explanation for the strange occurrence. While it's unlikely that this entity was a threat, it's still eerie to think of some unknown and ghostly figure luring your pet for a walk through your house without you even knowing. Adelphi Hotel haunting. As the most supernatural hotel in the UK, it's no surprise that the Adelphi Hotel in Liverpool has had its fair share of ghostly experiences. In a recent video captured by three brothers staying at the hotel, a faint voice can be heard in the background. The brothers didn't notice anything strange at the time, but upon watching the footage later, they realized they may have caught something supernatural on camera. The Adelphi Hotel has a long history of unexplainable occurrences, from ghostly apparitions to objects moving on their own. Some believe the hotel is haunted by the ghost of a former employee who hanged himself in the building, while others think the spirits of soldiers who passed through during World War II are still lingering. Whatever the reason, this video is not for the faint of heart and will give you goosebumps, making you wonder if you're ever truly alone in a supposedly empty hotel room. In the video, the strange voice that can be heard in the background is only made scarier when you realize that there is supposedly nobody else in the room. Is this just a coincidence or proof of the hotel's ghostly reputation? Irish Castle Ghost.
Leap Castle's dark history has made it a heavily analyzed subject that has caught the attention of believers and skeptics alike.
Let's travel to a castle in Ireland, where a group of paranormal investigators are exploring the abandoned ruins. As they were filming, they caught something truly unnerving. One of the investigators appears to trip on something and fall, but upon closer inspection, it looks like a claw-like arm and hand reached out and tripped him. This raises the question, was it just a stumble, or was there something supernatural at play? This unexplained incident has left many wondering whether the castle is haunted by a malevolent spirit. In the video footage, a claw-like hand can be seen reaching for the man moments before he tripped, leaving everyone wondering whether or not it was actually some sort of cryptid or mischievous ghost. While several paranormal experts have claimed that it probably isn't a ghost, seeing as ghosts don't have physical bodies, it's hard to deny what the video shows. Others have proposed that it might be some sort of curious animal, but if that were the case, what sort of animal could be lurking in this abandoned castle? This footage is definitely eerie, and it's a reminder that we may not be alone, even in the most desolate places. Just like an empty Appalachian mountain trail, you never know what might be lurking in the shadows. Child spirit. One woman on TikTok might have just found out that her house is home to an unexpected guest in the form of a child spirit. Tasha Darby posted a video in March claiming that she finds her keto cookbooks on the floor every morning. To find out why, she set up her camera and caught some eerie footage. In the video, 2 books suddenly get knocked over, and one even flies off the counter. As if that wasn't eerie enough, you can hear a child's giggle at the end of the recording. Is it just the wind, or is there really a child spirit in her home? Many viewers were left convinced, with some sharing similar experiences and others offering possible explanations. Others have pointed out that this could be easily faked and could simply be a hoax for attention. Despite this, the footage seems fairly authentic, and the reaction from the poster is undoubtedly so. With the books falling over just after 1 a.m., this spooky incident has a lot of room for speculation and raises many eerie questions. Whether it's a ghost or not, there's no doubt that the thought of an unseen entity roaming your home is enough to leave anyone with chills and staying hidden under the covers at night. Cry for help. In one very strange and eerie video captured inside an empty room, a woman captured what sounds like a faint cry for help. It can be heard twice, sending chills down the spine of anyone watching. The video shows a number of unsettling occurrences, such as objects moving on their own and the appearance of a transparent figure. The woman who recorded the video claims to have been experiencing strange sounds, objects moving, and the appearance of what she describes as an apparition. After the video quickly went viral online, internet users shared their concerns that whatever this entity was, it might be trying to lure the woman into danger. A paranormal investigation team was brought in to investigate the strange happenings, and the director of the team revealed that this is a common occurrence, and many people reach out to them for answers and confirmation that they are not crazy. What makes this footage even scarier is that it's likely not a hoax, as the team contacted about the incident has a reputation for being thorough and reliable. Whether it's simply a cry for help from a lost soul or something a bit more sinister, this video is certainly enough to give anyone the creeps. Door poltergeist. Most poltergeists caught on camera barely move a door or a sheet, but some can open it entirely. And that's exactly what happened at the Lit and Phil Library in Newcastle. The library is known to be the most haunted building in the city, and this video footage only adds to its eerie reputation. In the video, we can see a door opening and closing repeatedly, as if someone or something is trying to come through it. But what's even more unsettling is the fact that there is no one near the door. The door's size and weight make it even more impressive and unexplainable. These doors are big, heavy, wooden, old-fashioned doors that would require a lot of strength to move. But in this footage, it appears to happen effortlessly and without any physical presence. Some believe it could be the work of a mischievous ghost, while others think it could be a clever illusion or even a hoax. These skeptics were quickly convinced, however, when a separate photograph during the investigation revealed a ghostly head peeking out from a bookcase. This is one library where being quiet might be nearly impossible. After all, who wouldn't scream if they saw a door opening by itself?